Okay, now to give you a bit more of a feel of what we're doing and what you're going to get access to, let me just show you the live trade hub, right? This is where you get all the resources tied in together. Now, the main live trade hub page, it includes a few things, right? Today's trading action, where we give you daily updates on what's going on and what to expect out of say the key macros that are coming out. Each week, we have at least one, maybe two live trading or coaching sessions to really get you up the curve. And they're sort of based on what's happening in the market, right? There's no point sort of just going through some of the components of the course. But if we see something dynamic happening in the market, well, then we can sort of apply the course to what's happening there. It'll give you greater understanding, and that's how you're going to learn more. Now, underneath that, we've got our live signals, right? These are the key signals where we are focusing on the pairs with clear direction, all right? And the main aim is like what you'll find, and this is where a lot of traders get it wrong. They find like here at the moment, right? We've got a lot of pairs which do have clear direction, which is good, right? You should be looking at those, but should you be trading them? Well, right now at the end of the Asian session, no, not at all, right? Aussie's going up. It's in the sell zone. So you're not trading that. Okay. You're not getting short if something's going up. We're looking to go with the market. Aussie yen. Okay. It's bullish, but we get a conflicting signal here on the short term and long term charts, right? That's another one where you're like, well, I might investigate and have a look. But if you've got a mismatch in, say, momentum on the short term and long term, that can sort of cause things to discombobulate, or maybe it doesn't move so much, right? The rest of them, we are waiting for the optimum time to get into these trades. And that can come from, the key numbers coming out, right? There's a few euro numbers there that do have clear direction. We've got the German IFO business numbers coming out and some durable goods out of the US as well later on. So they're things that you can sort of combine with the live signals. Now, I'll sort of jump ahead because in the courses, right, when you get access to the back end system, it all starts with a quick start guide, right? And then it goes straight into the game changer. Now, this is where you're going to learn how to use the live signals, combine those with our trade execution tools like Primetime Pro. Now, these are very extensive courses, right? And we're here to help guide you through those, right? The quick start guide is here to give you a quick start, get you up and running very quickly, how to go through the courses, what to look for, and how to interpret the numbers and where to sort of get any answers that you need. Okay, so these are the key components to once you have started trading and you go through, say, the game changer trading system, you're going to be trading very quickly, right? You may not necessarily understand what you're doing straight away, but we will help you, and that's what the rest of the course will do. It's going to explain things as you're making money. That's the key component to this. We understand that if you're not making cash, well, what's the point of actually trading? And then you've got a range of courses here, analyzing the markets and trading the technicals, trading the macro fundamental releases, and the advanced institutional bank trading strategies. Okay, you've got a couple of intro courses there you can have a look through, and instructions on our trade execution tools. So it is a very robust and in-depth masterclass course, right? So you're going to have access to that masterclass course as long as your membership continues. So we'll be able to track where you are in the overall scheme of things. Now, as I said, you're going to find so much valuable information in here. As I said, if you go sort of through it by yourself, you might get lost, but you're going to be with our team, right? And one of the key aspects, which I'll just jump to now, is our Discord channel, right? This is where our live community, our trading community sort of exists. This is huge, right? It is a massive component of our program. There's four major profiles, right? And you would fit into one of these, like a dominant trader, influencer trader, stable trader, or compliant trader. Our trader profile assessment will determine which one you are. It doesn't mean you have to trade a certain way, but it will allow us to align specific strategies that are going to align with your personality. And that's why this works better than probably most trading systems, because we don't have you trying to trade a different way than your personality is. Okay, so we can shape our program and strategies around that, right? You're going to have access to this. As I said, this is an active zone where you're going to get not only the signals and everything else, you're going to get access to the community, and you're going to feel like every time you log onto the Discord, you're at home, right? That's the key aspect. Now, let me just come back to the live trade hub. As we go through this, we do have some extra things being built, right, around the notifications, around the live signals. And what I'm talking about is, say, for example, the Aussie dollar, it's bullish. Where if we get a short-term alert as well as a long-term alert that it's in the buy zone, right, we want you to know, because that is a no-brainer trade that is going to produce some cash. And that's what we're looking for. The economic calendar, right, we've got a calendar here with all the light, with the range of the numbers, which is in real time. So you can keep track of the numbers as they come out. Now, you can see in the background here, I do actually use Metastock Workspace. I've used this for probably close to 25 years. This is a tool that we use for analysis and etc. You don't necessarily need it. You've got the calendar there as well. So on our website, we do make sure that you've got access to everything that you need, the resources, right? And the calendar is one of those things. The live signals, right? We've really put these into gear over the last month, and they are performing probably a little bit better than I actually expected. But this comes back to market conditions, right? So over the last month, there's only been 16 trades. We are selective with the trades we put on, right? The win percentage is 87.5, 441 pips, and the cash profit 30,000 US, right? And the good thing is, right, we got a little bit run over last Friday. It was actually going okay, but we ended up losing 3,000 bucks. You'll see the capital management structure we have. It's about limiting drawdowns and maximizing profits. And if you get everything lined up, then you can have a week, even if you're trading only say 5 lots, where you can make 20,000 US, like 30,000 Aussie in a week, right? That's the sort of stuff we're looking for. But you know what? As I said, don't sit in front of the screens looking at it every day, because we'll let you know through the Discord if there's an alert, right? We'll post it in here, right? And that will notify you on your mobile phone or your desktop, and then you can sort of see what's going on. This week's trades, like Euro Sterling, I was probably lucky to get out of that. Well, not lucky, because it did end up going up a day later. I was just out of sync with the market, right? And we got into sterling, but after a losing trade, our capital management makes us decrease the trade size. So you know what? I traded sterling, but it didn't really cost us anything, and it's a small trade. And that's what you're going to be able to do. You'll know when to increase your trade size, when to decrease it. The live sessions that we run each week, you're going to have access to each of these live sessions. You get the live coaching sessions, the live trading sessions, the pro trader catch-ups, and the live Q&A. So each week we run those live sessions. Even if you can't make these sessions, you get access to the recordings, okay? It's just a great way to keep you moving forward. And to access those, you just click on the link and you'll see there's a whole load of these events there that you can take advantage of. And that's a lot of and then you've got the community forum there as well. So this is the sort of back end system, right? You're not left there alone, right? You could be looking at, and this is the way our traders look at it, right? They're like waking up, say, I'm based in Australia at the moment, and we've got retail sales figures which have just come out, right? Traders in the UK will be jumping online going, okay, I've seen the numbers here, right? If we just have a quick sort of look down, you come into the retail sales figures, year on year, 1.7, 0.9. Okay, worse than expected, right? That's going to push sterling down. Now, you could be taking advantage of that. And if I just look at sterling, yeah, it's down, well, it went down 20 points. It's back to 90. Now, you'll know by going through the course and the Discord that retail sales figures, right, they're sort of a middle tier number, second tier. They can influence the market, but it's not like CPI or employment numbers, right? And that's what you're going to learn. So you can connect the dots with what's going on, what the signals are doing. And every time you refresh the page, you will get a refreshed outcome there for the signals, and then double check it, see what's going on. Just ask the community, right? And everyone is very respectful. These are experienced traders that are looking to take money out of the market, right? So if I scroll through, you're going to see a lot of charts. You're going to see a lot of discussions about trading opportunities. what we should be looking at, etc. And that's what you're going to get access to. And more importantly, as well, be able to speak to traders that have the same personality profile, trader profile that you do. And you're going to feel at home, right? There's no need to come and talk to the really aggressive traders that chase the numbers, like the dominant influencer traders. They're trading the numbers hard. It doesn't that doesn't mean they don't have systematic processes, but they're sort of more higher risk profiles, right? The stable and compliant traders, which I'm sort of part of that, I'd like to see a process. I like to have a checklist and I like to see all the ducks line up and then I trade, right? That's how this program works. It is very compelling for all traders to be a part of. And you know what? Once you sort of join up and you're part of the community, you'll start using Primetime Pro, right? Which is this system we've got up here. It includes the trading software here. You can see we can set it up for various trade execution, buying or selling or both. The number of trades, our trade plan, and then you'll see on the stochastic side of things here, we've set up a very good system to identify when the best trading opportunities are. All right. So that gives you a bit of a run through. I just wanted to sort of run by that. You can't really do it in a conversation over the phone. And we hope if you have any questions about that, we hope you join us, of course. But I was going to say, this should hopefully maybe sort of get you thinking, right? Maybe this could work for you, right? Because everything is here in front of you. When do we trade? When the opportunities present themselves. And that we've got a global team, right? So you're going to see opportunities through the Australasian, European, and North American sessions, right? It's a continuous market, 5.5 days a week. And that's what we can offer you. Get you up and running with a professional trading profile, capital management. You've got the complete course behind you as well, which is probably the most advanced trading course online. And these are the components. This is our trading ecosystem that you've got access to as soon as you sign up. All right. And actually, with that, if I just go to the membership page, it'll be remiss of me not to mention that there are sort of different levels here, right? So if you're like love everything you're seeing, well, you're going to get a bigger discount with the annual membership. If you're curious and maybe not sure about whether this is for you or not, well, you can sign up for the monthly membership. And once that month expires, then you can either change to the semi-annual or annual membership, right? So if you go to the Traders for Traders website, you'll find all the details there, especially about the top tier trading program there as well, which is exactly everything that you see. That's what you're going to get access to. All right, guys, if you have any questions, send me a text, send me an email, and I'm happy to answer your questions. Looking forward to working with you. Good luck. Cheerio.